like I said, we're only 2 trucks, 6 guys right now, trying to scale and grow the business and keeping that same level of service. As the company grows and I get more trucks on the road and I need to hire more guys, it takes a while to find the right guys. There's not just a line of guys out there that are awesome, professional, mature. It's just not like that. You have to go through 10 guys before you find one good guy. I'm sure there's a lot of businesses out there that have trouble finding good employees, good help.
What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Builder's Bible. I'm joined by Charles Burke, who, Charles, you're the first mover that I've had on the show, so I'm really excited about that. Awesome. Charles is founder, owner of Burke Moving and Storage out of Massachusetts. I'm really excited to pick his brain. I know nothing about moving and the logistics and the details that go into running a moving company. Charles, tell us the story, man. It sounds like you guys are booming. It sounds like things are busy right now, which is awesome.
Things are busy, and I'm super grateful for that. So my name is Charlie. I go by Charlie with my friends and family, and I'm the owner of Burke Moving Company. I started the business about 4 years ago, maybe 4.5 years ago. And I used to work for a big company, years ago. And so that's where I learned the business. I got my CDL Class B working for Olympia Moving and Storage, which is a huge company here in Boston. And, that's where I learned the business. And so I decided to start my own business because I figured there's not a lot of good companies out here that, there's a lot of companies, but not good quality companies. They just send out whatever guys they can get. And so, so I started the business 4.5 years ago, and I've been doing my best just to provide the best service that I possibly can. And, that's pretty much what we're doing now. We're just doing the best we can to give people a 5-star moving service.
So what are you guys at now in terms of overall revenue or sales or
so we're in like sizes? the mid 6 figures. Our goal is to get to $1 million, which can be, tough when you don't have the right systems in place. But yeah, we're in the mid 6 figures, and we're looking to scale and grow, but we also want to keep our quality. We don't want to scale and lose quality. So
what I don't know anything about the space, Charles. Like, what's a very average ticket? Is it 10 grand, 20 grand, someone hiring you to move them from one part of the country to the next? Like, I don't even know what the economics of it look like.
I think when you look at there's a lot that goes into moving. It's not just, you have local jobs, which a local job could average anywhere around $1,000 and anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. I mean, if you're moving a 3,000 square foot single family house from one location locally to another location, say 30 minutes away, there's a good chance that move could be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. If you're moving a 2-bedroom apartment, you might be in like the $1,200 range. But then let's say we get a job out to New York City, you're looking at, depending the size of the move, anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000. Then you got jobs going out to Florida, which is like 10 grand and above. So it really just depends on what type of move we're talking, local, long distance.
Do you have a sweet spot? Have you noticed a trend in terms of the types of moves that you guys do repeatedly?
Not really. It's kind of a mixture of residential houses, condos, apartments, townhouses. We're more local right now. We don't do too much long distance. We do we stick to the East Coast, like Baltimore, DC, Maryland, New York, Jersey, Philly. Every once in a while, Florida. Although I did notice that ever since they started like pods, you know how they have like pods where people can rent
Yeah.
pods and have them shipped. I noticed customers starting to do that more. I think it's a little bit of a cheaper option compared to hiring a private moving company like us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's kind of, I noticed that's kind of happening now. So, when, a lot of the time when people want to move to Florida, they might just hire us to load up a pod and then they have the pod shipped. Although there's some people who want to make sure that their stuff is being handled by professionals. So they'll hire us and they'll pay the $12,000, to have us move down to Florida.
This episode is brought to you by Pierre Accounting, led by CPA Eric Pierre, a seasoned accounting and tax expert with years of experience helping individuals and businesses navigate complex financial landscapes. Whether you need personal tax planning, business tax strategy, bookkeeping, or financial planning support, Eric and his team are committed to helping you protect and grow your financial future with clarity and confidence. To get expert guidance you can trust, check out Pierre Tax and Accounting at pierreaccounting.com. This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team. Charles, when people ask you what makes you guys different, what do you normally tell them?
Well, what makes us different is that we focus on quality. So, we're a smaller family-owned business. We have a little bit more control over the quality of our service. Like we don't have 10 trucks, because a huge problem right now is finding good quality employees. And so, we're only sending out a couple crews a day. So we can focus on our quality. Our guys, they work together every day with each other. We're not switching crews around or, bringing in new movers every week. We got the same guys working every day. They work together. They're like brothers. You can tell when they're on a job, customers can tell these guys are, obviously friendly with each other. It's obvious that we work together every day. And I think that just creates a better quality service. I mean, when you got solid guys who are used to working with each other every day, it operates like a well-oiled machine,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we have better quality than some of the companies that have, 10 trucks and they got to do whatever they can to keep these trucks on the road.
What would be an example of not good quality, like them breaking your furniture or scuffing your walls? Like what's a poor quality move, I suppose?
Well, so, imagine you book movers, let's say four movers in a 26-foot truck to go move a 2,200 square foot house. Let's say the guys aren't used to working with each other. And, these guys, younger guys that they just grabbed out of college. I mean, these guys are not going to show up with that level of professionalism and that level of experience that my guys would show up with, who work together every day, who have been trained personally by me. I just think they can't match our level of service. I just don't think they can do that. I mean, I'd be very surprised about it. I'm sure there's some companies who can, but overall, I feel like that would be hard.
Yeah. What's going really well in your company right now?
Word of mouth referral is amazing, man. Like I was saying to you earlier, we don't run any ads. We don't do really much advertising and marketing. It's all word of mouth, and it's all our networking with all the local real estate agents. For example, my company is a vendor for a real estate brokerage called Live Realty here on the North Shore of Boston, and we help them stage all their properties. And that gives us an opportunity to kind of work directly with the real estate agents, but also meet their clients who would be our potential customers, the homeowners. And we kind of get to show them the kind of work we do and the level of service we provide by helping them stage and offering our support in really whatever they need. If they need a piece of furniture out of a house because they have photographers there, we'll go over there and get it out of there. Whatever they need, for us to do for them to sell a property, we offer that support. And it works well because it's like we get a lot of referrals through all these real estate agents.
What are some challenges that you guys are facing now as a company, or some barriers your company is facing?
Some challenges I feel like would be, like I said, we're only 2 trucks, 6 guys right now. Scaling the business and, trying to scale and grow the business and keeping that same level of service, like that quality that I was talking about. Like I think that's challenging because as the company grows and I get more trucks on the road and I need to hire more guys, it takes a while to find the right guys. There's not just a line of guys out there that are awesome, professional, mature. It's just not like that. You have to go through 10 guys before you find one good guy,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of businesses out there that have trouble finding good employees, good help. And so that's probably the most challenging thing, growing and scaling the business and needing to fill these roles, drivers, laborers, movers, office staff, keeping that same level of service can be difficult, I feel like.
This episode is brought to you by 10x Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10x Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker: they only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork, it's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com. Let's talk about AI for a second. How are you integrating it into your business, if at all?
That's a good question. So I am not like huge into AI. I was talking to you about it recently, and so really all I do is I use ChatGPT a little bit. I have it help me write captions for Instagram or, write ads. It helps me write my tariff, for the public utilities department, because in Massachusetts, you need a license to move household goods. So in minor ways, I'm using it, but I'm sure I could use it a whole lot more, that would benefit us. And I really need to start looking into that.
Where do you feel like it would make the biggest difference in your business to leverage it?
Probably running ads, helping run ads.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure, to be honest. AI is kind of new to me, and I'm really looking forward to hear more about it and see how we can apply it to our business.
I love that. What's something that gets you fired up that we haven't talked about today? Could be a hot take. It could be business principles, could be family, could be anything.
What gets me fired up is when I find really good employees who have like the same mindset I do and have that same that same hunger and that same I'm a perfectionist, dude. I don't want to do this half-ass. I want to do this. I want to be the best out there. I want to leave a customer's house and be like, wow, those guys were the best, man. Like, you can't get better guys than that. And so, right now I have an awesome crew of guys who deliver that, that same mindset I have, trying to be the best and trying to really, really just show that we are super professional and we're really good at this. And that's like the one thing I get excited about is that 2 years ago, I was concerned when I was hiring people and interviewing people and trying different guys. I'd bring guys out, see how they would do. I was starting to get extremely concerned because I was like, my God, how am I ever going to trust any of these guys to drive my, $80,000 truck and like, operate so much responsibility. And now it took me a while, but I found some really solid guys, and I get excited about it because I'm like, wow, I never thought I'd be able to find such professional. And these guys are young. They're like in their mid 20s, in between 20, 30 years old. So it's like, I get excited when you find, quality guys out there because that's the only way we're going to build a successful business. If I have a strong team of employees around me.
Yeah.
And so that's what gets me fired up. It's just having a solid team of guys and, who have a strong mindset and know what it takes to win, to be successful.
Yeah. Love that. Well, Charles, is there anything we haven't talked about today that gets you excited, or anything else about the business that you'd want people to know?
Not really. I just, no, I other than just, yeah, no, I think that's it. I think we covered some important things, and I'm just, as we're going into our busy season where spring is, we just got into spring, May is right around the corner. So we're just gearing up for a busy spring and summer. And we're just, we're excited, man. We're excited.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. You're first mover we've had on the show, man. And so this is opening my eyes to a totally new industry, man. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's a crazy, very competitive industry. And so, but thank you so much for having me, man. I'm very grateful to be on the show. And
if people wanted to learn more about you and your company, where can they go?
So they can go to Instagram at Burke Moving Company, or Facebook at Burke Moving Company, or just go to www.burkemovingcompany.com. And we got a webpage. We're on Instagram. All those.
I love it, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks for coming on the show.
For sure. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super grateful. Thank you.